Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Chef Anna Q, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of my family favorite recipes. You know, there's a perception that some of our traditional foods can't be made healthier. Well, let me tell you a little secret. You can still make delicious and authentic dishes while using better for you ingredients. No sacrifices needed. So grab your Pozole corn oil because we're going to make some delicious pork pozole. We're going to need a pork loin, bone in, some garlic, a large onion sliced into wedges, bay leaves, some Mexican oregano, guajillo chili, chile de árbol, and ancho chili, some white hominy, you can also use yellow hominy, chicken stock, salt and pepper, and of course, our Pozole corn oil. Including Pozole corn oil is the heart-healthy start to all your recipes. Whether you're baking or grilling, sauteing, or even marinating, it really helps the flavor of all your meals shine through. So the first step to our amazing pork pozole recipe is to season our pork. So I'm going to liberally season both the bones and pork chunks with salt and pepper. And while I let that hang out, I am going to pour about a quarter cup of Pozole corn oil into a Dutch oven over medium heat. So now that our Pozole corn oil is nice and hot, we're going to put in the pork chunks and the bone. And you want to hear that sizzling sound, and make sure not to crowd the pan because you want it to get brown on all sides. So now that the pork is nice and golden brown, you're going to remove it from the pan and set it aside. Next, we're going to add our onions that have been cut into wedges and our garlic. And we're going to let that cook for 2 or 3 minutes. In the meantime, I want to show you a fun little trick. In case you've never worked with these dried chilies, you just take off the top and go like this, and all the seeds and the stem comes right out. Now that the onion has been cooking for a few minutes with the garlic, we're going to add the pork and the pork bone back into the pot. Now we're going to add our chilies, some Mexican oregano, and you can use dried or fresh, some bay leaves, our chicken stock, and some salt and pepper to taste. Now, remember stock, sometimes it's very salty, so don't add too much salt and pepper until the end. You know, you can always add more, but you can never take it away. So I'm gonna put the temperature at medium-high, and I'm gonna let it come to a boil. Once it boils, I'm gonna reduce it to low, cover it, and let it simmer for about 45 to 50 minutes until the pork is really tender. And while we let this cook, I want to share with you why I love using Pozole corn oil. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom would use it all the time. But using Pozole is not just a way to replicate mom's recipes, it's also a smart choice for my family. Pozole corn oil can help lower cholesterol, making these recipes even better. So now that the pork is nice and tender, you see it's starting to fall apart, we're going to remove it from the pot along with the bone and the bay leaf. And then we're going to blend everything that's left into a nice thick sauce. Guys, this is a thing of beauty. Look at the color here. And I've added the pork back in. It's super tender. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to taste it and correct the seasoning if necessary. It's kind of perfect. And then I'm going to add in our hominy. This is white hominy that's been drained and rinsed. And we're going to stir it up. And try not to stir it too intensely because you don't want to break up the hominy. So I'm going to show you a little extra step that I think it's totally worth it. All you do is get some corn tortillas and you're going to slice them however you want. I prefer little strips and I use a pizza cutter for this, and you fry them up in your Pozole corn oil in just seconds. Check out our pork pozole. The pork is tender, the hominy is just right. I'm gonna add a mound of crispy tortilla chips. I'm gonna add a little cotija cheese. I'm gonna add some really thinly sliced radishes, which is very traditional with pozole. A little bit of avocado, just a little. Sliced jalapeno, a little cilantro. And here you have it, super delicious and really easy to prepare pork pozole. I really hope you've enjoyed this recipe and that you guys will give it a try at home. Remember that heart health is often a real issue within the Hispanic community. So by working together and making smarter choices, we can make our hearts healthier, one recipe at a time.